Hi, everybody. There's a very common systemic trap that homeowners fall into that they are not often aware. And today we're going to talk about that. And that has to do with how frequently you pay your mortgage. My name is Rose Joshua. Welcome back to Family and Finance. So we continue our systemic poverty series today. Today we're going to look at part 8, almost at 12. 12 is our target. I'm going to share my screen and actually go into talking about our topic for today, which is never pay your mortgage monthly. Okay? Never pay your mortgage monthly. You notice I'm talking a lot about mortgages, and that's because your house, the home expense, is one of the biggest expenses that most people do in their entire lives. So mortgage is a big deal, and mortgage is a common area where we lose money, okay? And where we're systemically programmed to do the wrong things, okay? So never pay your mortgage monthly. Let's see why. So we perpetuate poverty through monthly mortgage payments by passing on lost money, so negative passing on to the next generation. And we also pass on the negative habit of paying monthly to the next generation as well. If we don't know, we can't teach our children what we don't know, right? So let's fix that today. So we've been systemically programmed to think that monthly payment is the way to go. And it is connected to the way a lot of people earn their income because people are paid monthly. So we think that everything should revolve around that monthly payment. But if you look at the math, you notice that I'm basically reminding you, challenging you to always do the math because numerically, monthly mortgage payments is actually not good for you. It's very bad for the consumer. Okay. So with monthly mortgage payments, you lose money and you lose it big time. It's not $100, it's not $200, it's tens of thousands of dollars, depending on how much your home is. So in part 7, we looked at amortization, we looked at term. Today, we're going to look at your compound interest and your payment frequency. So for compound interest, we hear that Albert Einstein is credited to have said that those who understand compound interest gain it or earn it, and those who don't pay it and pay dearly for it too. So compounding means that your interest is reapplied on the balance remaining. And for your mortgage, compounding is done twice a year. So your mortgage is compounded biannually. And that compounding balloons your mortgage because the interest is added upon the interest. So if you don't really understand how that works, it costs you money. So let's take a look at the most common frequencies around your mortgage. One is monthly, which is where a lot of people are, majority. Next is semi-monthly, then bi-weekly. And today we're going to look at accelerated bi-weekly and then weekly, and we're also going to look at accelerated weekly. So if you pull out your mortgage statement, or if you really know how your mortgage goes, and it will help to know how your mortgage payments go. A lot of people don't know what they're doing with their mortgage, so it's good to know. So if you do need help with that, for sure, connect with me. But with monthly payments, you have 12 payments in a year, which is equivalent to 12 months. With semi-monthly, you have 24 payments, 12 months equivalent. Bi-weekly and accelerated bi-weekly, you have 26 payments. In the accelerated bi-weekly is equivalent to 13 months. So we're going to look at the math around that. For weekly, it's 52, but for the accelerated is equivalent to 13 months of payments, okay? So let's compare semi-monthly with bi-weekly. So with semi-monthly, it's basically monthly, but you split the monthly equally in half. and you select 2 days in the month, some people do 1st and 15th, or 1st and 16th, or 2nd and 28th, something like that. You pick 2 days and you pay your mortgage on those 2 days every month. Biweekly has to do with the calendar day, the weekday. So you select a day, Monday to Friday, and exactly 14 days apart. So if you select a Monday, your payment will always come out on a Monday. So start today, Monday, 2 weeks later, Monday, 2 weeks later, Monday. Okay, so fixed weekday. Now, if you take a look at an example with $2,500 monthly payment, bi-weekly would take the monthly, multiply by 12, and divide by 26. Now, what that means is, so there's 52 weeks in a year, and so if you divide that in 2 for every 2 weeks, then there's 26 bi-weekly periods in a year. So if you take the annual mortgage, so monthly times 12, you divide that by the 26 bi-weekly periods, that's your bi-weekly payment. However, if you want, if you do accelerated bi-weekly takes the monthly amount and divides it exactly in half. So it doesn't do the monthly times 12. It takes the monthly divided by 2, okay? So you take the monthly and do that bi-weekly. It turns out to be, in this example, your bi-weekly is $1,154. Your accelerated bi-weekly is $1,250. So it's about $96 more. So by doing that, that's where the 13 months are coming from. By doing that, you make $2,500 more per year, which is the $96 times the 26 bi-weekly periods. Okay. I need you guys to really understand this, because every dollar counts when it comes to systemic poverty and losing money. So it's important that you get this. All right. So if you look at a, let's see now. I actually have it going forward here. So there's a $400,000 mortgage amortized over 25 years. Mortgage term is 5 years. Payment type monthly. Let's assume an interest rate of 5.75. So your mortgage payment monthly is $2,500. Depending on the frequency that you select, your total overall payments are different, okay? So if you select monthly, semi-monthly, basic bi-weekly, basic weekly, you're paying the same amount of about $30,000, which is $2,500 times 12. If you select accelerated bi-weekly and accelerated weekly, then you're paying 1 more month of payment. So it's $32,500 because of the way the accelerated bi-weekly works. So when you go to the bank, they actually would default your payment to monthly. So again, like I said earlier, we're hypnotized. We're programmed to think that, oh, monthly is the way to go. They tell you, you know, your salary is monthly. So just follow your salary schedule. And that is just a psychological game to make you pay the monthly, okay? So I would say don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, because when you look at the concept that, oh, the salary is monthly, so align, they're just saying, you know what, you don't need to think about it, you don't need to worry about it, so just stay in the comfort zone. And like I've said in the past, comfort zone is the enemy of wealth building. So your convenience is #1 enemy of building wealth. So here's how they lock you in again. If the monthly is the default, so you do have to request a change in the frequency for your lender to change your frequency to bi-weekly, accelerated bi-weekly. Please be very, very careful to remember the word accelerated. Some people go, well, am I allowed to ask? Yes, it's your money. You're the one paying it. So yes, you have a right to actually change your frequency from monthly to accelerated biweekly. Okay. Now, because the lenders know that accelerated biweekly is better for you and not so good for them, they actually make it hard for you to switch. But we're going to figure out a way around that. So here's the challenge I'm throwing at everybody. If you own a mortgage, you got to think, remember, stop, think, do the math. You've got to think outside the box. Why is it that the lender is defaulting to monthly? Why? Because monthly is the best for the lender. With monthly, they get the most money out of you. Okay, what is in it for them? That's what it is. What is the loss for you? You're losing money. So we've got to think and strategize on how to escape that trap. So I did introduce the assumptions. We have 400K mortgage. So overall, in that example, if you pull up your mortgage calculator or go on the internet, Google a mortgage calculator, you'll see that for a $400,000 mortgage, amortized over 25 years, 5-year term, monthly at 5.75%, you would have paid overall $750,000, and your amortization is 25 years solid. Same thing with semi-monthly, same thing with bi-weekly, same thing with weekly. By just changing your frequency from monthly to accelerated bi-weekly, you shorten your amortization by 3 years, almost 4 years, 3 years and 10 months. Just by doing that, just by changing your frequency to accelerated bi-weekly, you shorten your amortization to 21 years and 2 months. So you basically shave off almost 4 years. In addition, you shave off another $63,000 of interest just by switching to accelerated biweekly. So it's a big deal. It's not small. It's big money, okay? So people literally lose thousands and thousands of dollars because they've been systemically programmed by the lenders, the powers that be, the lenders, to stay with the default and convenience of monthly mortgage. So you need to switch to accelerated biweekly. So the only person who is laughing here is the lender, not you. And that's how the lenders keep getting richer and the people keep getting poorer, because we don't know. We're not asking enough questions. We're not doing the math. So now you know. All right, so how do we fix it? So if you are going into a brand new mortgage, one of the tricks you need to really, really pay attention to is have a dedicated account for your mortgage. Dedicated, okay? In advance, save up and drop 1.5 times to 2 times your mortgage at the beginning, all right? And every time you get paid, if your salary is monthly, for sure when you get paid, put your monthly mortgage in the account, but then let the let your lender take their bi-weekly payments whenever they schedule it. But put the money there in advance. Top up 10% monthly, so that way there's extra money. Keep your eyes on it, extra money in the mortgage account every time, all right? If you're already in a mortgage and you're on a monthly frequency, it's a little harder. So when you go to the bank and you say, you know what, I want to change my frequency from monthly to accelerated biweekly, you get punished for that. You get a penalty. And so here's how it works. So let's say your mortgage is due on the 1st of every month and you want to change it. They literally make you pay twice in the transition month. So let's say you want to change your mortgage in November. They say, okay, you pay your monthly on November 1st, $2,500. And then on November 15th, you pay the half, which is $1,250. And on November 29th, which is two weeks later, you pay another $1,250. So in that month of November, you've paid 2 full months. So that's really the way they kind of punish you for. I like to use the word punish. I know that's not the right word. It's not politically correct. But there's a penalty when you want to switch because they really make it hard for you. And by making it hard for people, people will say, oh, in that month of switching, I have to find $5,000. And just by thinking about it, they get discouraged and then they don't do it. And so when you don't do it, you lose money, you keep losing money, and the banks are happy. So you need to do whatever it takes to snap out of your monthly mortgage payment. So save up 2 months payments and do the switch. But here's the key though. Here's the biggest key. And that key is 2 keys. One is you need to separate your salary frequency from your mortgage frequency. People cannot plan their lives around that salary. And so it makes it really difficult for them to be free to do other things. So the fact that you're paid monthly does not mean that your life has to be on a monthly schedule. So you gotta separate, unglue your mind, unglue your salary schedule from your mortgage payment schedule. Let salary stay monthly or whichever way they wanna do it, but schedule your mortgage bi-weekly and do whatever it takes to make it work. You gotta stop, think and do the math and make it work. All right. The other key I've mentioned in passing is to declutter your mortgage payments bank account. So I did say 2 slides ago, you need to have a dedicated account for your mortgage. What that means is you need to create a situation where you're not surprised that, oh, I missed my mortgage payment. A lot of people have too many things happening in their bank account that they miss their mortgage payments, and that's a big deal, right? Or your groceries going through the same account, your gas is going through the same account, your bills are going through the same account, EPCO, I mean, like your electricity, whichever company you're using is going through the same account. There's just too much happening in that account. And so you could easily miss your mortgage payment. So what you want to do is have a dedicated account and just, protect your mortgage that way. Declutter your mortgage bank account, okay? Again, if you need help with planning your switch, if you need help, you have any questions at all around your mortgage, around your monthly payment, your frequency of your payments, to switch from monthly to bi-weekly, whatever you need, connect with me and let's help you to get it all sorted out. 780-680-1334, Rose Joshua. And if this has been helpful, please subscribe, share with your friends, and send them to me and let them share with other friends. Thank you so very much. I hope this has been helpful. God bless you. This is the end of part 8. And next part is another surprise, part 9 coming up soon. God bless. Thank you.